Hello, house hunters. It's Donnie Corum with the integrity team at RE/MAX Real Estate Group and Colorado Springs Foreclosure-Deals.com. Well, we are located in Peyton, Colorado, and we're surrounded by singing birds and wonderful weather and all the wonderful thing about living in Colorado. We're at 5710 Agers Court. Now, this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage home with over 5,000 square foot of living space on top of being on a 5-acre lot. Take a look at where we are right now. Gorgeous fields, wide open spaces. Certainly if you're looking for that feel of being in the country, you've got it. But we're not so far out that you can't access a grocery store inside of 10 minutes or make it to Schriever Air Force Base or Peterson Air Force Base within a 20 to 30 minute commute. So great location if you want that land feel. We got a lot of people asking for property right now. Colorado land is getting very expensive, so if you do find an opportunity like this, you definitely want to take advantage. Agers is a huge house with 5,000 square feet, so we're not going to delay very long. Let's get started and keep things moving. Now guys, as you've probably noticed, inventory is still at an all-time low. We talk about it every single day. So if you're looking to purchase a home, you're going to want to get pre-qualified for the loan before you go shopping. What we do is we get you set up to get a showing done with our team, and after your showing is scheduled to see the property, we get you hooked up with our mortgage broker who will get you pre-qualified for a loan within 10 or 15 minutes, get you qualified whether it's FHA, VA, or conventional. We handle it all, and regardless of your credit situation, there is a loan program out there for you. You just got to give us a call. We'll get you set up with that. We're walking into Agers. You can see it's completely brick siding and a tile roof. Hopefully you noticed we were walking up. That means that your exterior maintenance is going to be virtually nothing. Brick doesn't need a lot of work, right? This will hold up for 100 years before it needs any sort of repair at all, which is a nice feature about buying a home out here with this much square footage, is knowing you don't have to worry about painting it or dealing with the roof tiles, because the tile roof should last for years to come. We walk into Agers, you have this gorgeous living space, wide open spaces, tons of square footage. Again, a total of 5,100 square feet of living space, so you're definitely not going to be hurting for square footage if you purchase this home. We walk into a living room space complete with a wood-burning fireplace, a wet bar, or a bar, excuse me, over here, not a wet bar. There's actually another bar downstairs, so obviously if you're big on partying or entertaining, this could be a great house for that. And you certainly get all the space you want to party till the cows come home. Nobody's going to be out here to argue with you. All the storage space you need. Wait till you see the backyard of the Pikes Peak views. We're going to save that for last, as we always do. Here we are in the kitchen on Agers, and although it's a little dated, it doesn't need much. The countertops are a little vintage. We might update that a little bit. The tile going on the backsplash needs a little bit of updating, but I will tell you guys, the major bones of this property are solid. There's not a lot of work to be done, just updating this to your taste. And again, what you're really buying here is a location. It's so hard to find this much acreage for this price at an affordable range, much less 5,000 square foot of living space on top of that. That's the beauty of buying a foreclosed home like this one. So take advantage of that. Let's start looking at some bedrooms here. Bedroom number 1. And I think we might, now I mean this goes into a bathroom, so it could be a master bedroom, but all the bedrooms are pretty big. Again, with 5,000 square feet, nobody's going to complain that their room is too small. Let the kids duke it out, because honestly, everybody's going to win on this property. The carpet looks to be in pretty good shape. Tons of closet space, a little bit dated, and obviously needs some work here and there to align some doors. But we're not talking about a ton of work. What we're talking about is cosmetic maintenance, so it just kind of went over the years. This walks into a bathroom suite here, so kind of a half bath off of the bedroom here. Interesting tile floor, plastic surround. I might update on a property at this price range. But again, we're doing updates. We're not doing major remodeling. You're just kind of finding the things that don't suit your needs and bringing them into the times a bit. This was built actually back in 1984. So you're just kind of seeing 1984 finish. We're going to add a little 2017 flair to bring this into the times. Bedroom number 2, very comparable in size, rancher, so we have all this main level living space. They really took advantage of the windows, so we got a lot of bright open windows, plenty of room space, brings in a ton of natural light, and brick insulates surprisingly well. So from an efficiency standpoint, between the one level living, the brick siding, and the tile roof, this house should heat and cool pretty efficiently despite its size. I'm guessing it's a very efficient home. So we continue on to find the laundry room space here. They put a nice lino on the floor there. You're going to have to add your We don't have a ton of work to do to that. That's a laundry room. This is interesting. They started an add-on project here, I guess. So this was supposed to be, I guess, exterior living space. You can see that this is the side of the house originally. So from here, they added on a nice roofing system that went all the way out. What you're going to do with it, I don't know. I guess it could be a greenhouse. It could be a storage room. I mean, tons of options here. They continued on to add a hot tub room out here. So if you are big on outdoor living space, this property has lots of it, right? It's not finished. You got to add a little bit here, and it's seen better days because it looks like the project kind of got halfway through and fell apart, which is very common for remodeling projects. But if you're willing to put a little elbow grease into this property, you're getting all the square footage, all the land, and all the locations you want at a pretty decently affordable price, given how much you're getting for this property. So a little bit of cleanup out here. I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of this room was supposed to be, but certainly it's a bonus room that we can add to as you guys move in and move on from there. We are in the dining room, off of the kitchen, and nothing much to do here. The carpet looks solid. It's kind of amazing. Either they re-carpeted this recently or they just didn't use this carpet because it's in amazing condition. That's a nice touch. So, as I mentioned, it's a big house. I want to keep it rolling. When we head down to the basement, you need to note that we went from 2,500 square feet above to another 2,500 square feet on the lower level. So tons of square footage here, and that's why it's taking so long to kind of get through here, because I really want you to see it. Along the way, a massive 2-car attached garage. Nothing to speak to that effect because it's a garage. And yet another really huge bedroom. This could be the master. The other one could be the master. You've got options as far as that goes, but it walks out into a gorgeous deck, wide open spaces, super bright, and you can kind of see it off in the distance. I don't want to spoil the surprise here, but a gorgeous Pikes Peak view that you've got access to from pretty much every bedroom along this side. So just awesome. An attached master bathroom here, if you want to call this the master. Stand-up shower, plastic surround, so definitely 1984, so we can update that. You know, some kind of crazy tile work, but remember, we're coming off the 70s, right? So in the 70s, this was really hot. Today, we want to update this a little bit, but you really could get to a property that's worth $500,000 or $600,000 very easily with this land if you just brought in some updates on this property. So if you're the type of person who wants to update their own home, has a pretty high budget, but you understand that equity can be gained by those who can see the opportunity, I'm telling you, you want to take a look at the Eggers property in person, give us a call, click on the link to find the price, and schedule a showing with us. We're going to see the backyard at the end like we always do. Master closet on the way out the door here. Massive master space. And unfortunately, we've only seen half of this amazingly sized property. So let's head on downstairs quickly here. When we arrive downstairs, the wide open theme seems to continue. Check out this gorgeous basement. Plenty of room. This could be a home theater right over here. You could set up whole nother living room if you wanted to. We have yet another wood-burning fireplace on the lower level. So I duplicated a lot of the upper level in the lower level. You don't have to do a lot to this space, guys. Again, it's updating. If you're willing to do the updating, there's a ton of money to be made on this deal. So there's another bar downstairs. So if you're big on partying until the cows come home, man, you're going to have no problem finding a party up or downstairs in this property. So that's pretty awesome. We continue on. Now, the MLS has it listed as 4 bedrooms, but I did have an argument with that at first because we saw 3 upstairs. Here's number 4, theoretically. And this could be number 5. So I would say it's actually a 5-bedroom property. They might have a reason from a licensing aspect where they did the basement where they're not counting one of these rooms, but you can use the house however you want. Officially speaking, they're calling it a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It looks like a 5-bedroom to me. That's entirely up to you, all right? What else do I want to show you? Well, we got a lot more to see. So, hallway closet / utility room, nothing to see there. And another bathroom on the lower level. So we see our master bath and upper bath, and now a lower bath to get us to our 3 bathrooms. A little bit of work needed on that bathroom, updating throughout, new tile perhaps, new paint. Back then they were using plastic surrounds. You may want to update to a tile just because it's going to look better and last a lot longer. So kind of last section, if you will. This could be an office nook space. Not sure what you do with that. And finally, the utility room back here with the water heater and furnace that look to be in relatively good condition, so not much to do. Let's head upstairs. We're gonna wrap this thing up. It's a big house, so I don't want this video to go too long. But while we're heading upstairs, remember, we cannot possibly stay at an interest rate this low for much longer. Guys, if you've been on the fence, you're thinking about it. I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it. Buy a deal, not a house, and here's why. If you buy a house with us and you don't love it, within 18 months, we will sell it for you absolutely free. What that means to you is you move out here, the work's a bit much for you, you're not liking it, you put a couple of additions in, we're already buying equity on this property out of the gate. So the good news is you can make money on it, and if you decide you don't want to live here anymore, we put it back on the market and you make a profit on the deal for living in here for 18 months or less. Let's head out back and give you all of the wide open spaces I promised you. Just take a look. You got 5 acres. So I'm guessing, I don't have the full plot line here, but that white picket fence off the distance is probably part of your property line. And then who knows how this 5 acres is laid out. But again, if you want to go dirt biking, if you want to have your own little shooting range out back, couple of options here. But the good news is who's going to stop you? No HOAs, no covenants, just your own space out in eastern Colorado, but not so far out that you got to drive forever to get where you need to go. You want to take advantage of these opportunities, guys, because houses like this do not foreclose, and when they do, there will be a bidding war. Let's recap. We're at 5710 Eggers. This gorgeous view behind us is what you're going to wake up to every single morning on this property. Can you imagine that? This property features 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, a 2-car attached garage, and over 5,000 square foot of living space, all available to you. Now, it's definitely priced in the upper range, just above 400 grand. To find out the price, you got to click on the link attached to the video. When you do that, we will get in touch with you to schedule a time to see this property in person. But as always, you got to act fast. Here at Colorado Springs Foreclosure Deals with the Integrity Team at RE/MAX, we pride ourselves in helping you find a great deal, not just a house in this marketplace. And the Eggers property is certainly an excellent deal for the right buyer who wants to do a little sweat equity while working on a luxury home with a gorgeous lot. Guys, the opportunity is now, and we want to be the team that represent you in purchasing your first or second or third foreclosure home. With that, this is Donnie Coram with the Integrity Team at RE/MAX Real Estate Group. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, all the comments, all the shares. We really appreciate you helping to spread the word about Colorado Springs Foreclosure Deals. We look forward to working with you to buy your first great deal in the Colorado Springs market. Donnie Coram, Integrity Team at RE/MAX. We are the future of real estate.